Lena, Queen of Pain. Dire team pick.
Earth Shaker.
Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Hello guys, welcome back. Our second series of the evening. There we go. Hello. Second series of the evening. Sweden against Denmark. Lemondogs up against the Danish Bears. Let's find out what we've got in store because this one should be a good one. This one should be a pretty damn good one as we switch over into the draft. There we go. I've got the swing of things now. Pressing the right buttons at the right times. Sometimes it's difficult. Sometimes it is difficult, but we're good. We're all good. Draft, pretty much, where we want it. 4 bans per team, 2 picks. Winter Wyvern, Earthshaker, the opening for Lemondogs, while Danish Bears, Lena and Queen of Pain is their opener. Boy, oh boy.
5 seconds remaining.
The 2 ladies. One of them very hot, and one of them likes a little bit of danger. Silencer banned out. Don't want that counter-initiation tool to allow Winter Wyvern Earthshaker just to walk into a team fight. But where do we go from here? Lemondogs, they've got 1 lane support sorted with the Wyvern. Earthshaker, I think, is going to be heading towards the off lane. That's where they've been kind of throwing him more often than not for Ares Loco. Frigolite, Steph Star, the 2 supports, Winter Wyvern plus Disruptor, plus a Bane, something like that. They've been enjoying running as well, but Anti-Mage banned out here. Danish Bears is a little more interesting, though. They've been running Crystal Maiden, Ogre, Shadow Shaman. They like these unconventional supports for Rise. We'll see where they head into this game. Because this is a pretty even matchup. By all accounts, these 2 teams are pretty much on level standings. Skill-wise, anyway. And by the groups, they're actually both down at the bottom. Danish Bears, 5th place. Lemondogs, 6th place. Danish Bears, 1 and 3. They got 1 win up against Funfjungs, I believe. Yeah, they drew 1-1 with them. And Lemondogs, 0-4. They have yet to win a single game in any of these series. So this is where they have to say, right, time to pull our fingers out. Time to get things done. And there we go. Danish Bears, Crystal Maiden plus Lena. So that's their 2 supports pretty much sorted for Noya and Rise. I also got their Hester Joe Hero, Queen of Pain mid, more likely than not. Chocolate, though. A stand-in for them. They don't have Mikkel. And I believe Chocolate is a Swedish player who used to play on Druids, if I remember correctly. So I'm guessing that's going to be his Dark Zero off lane. So final pick, that's your ace hero. You're just waiting now to see what hard carry you actually pick up. No Phantom Lancer for them. Lemondogs have already taken that one up for themselves. So we're looking at Krilly over on that. Now, do you take your Eskil hero? And what is there left for your middle lane? No Storm, Leshrac. There are limited options. You are Dire side, so TA is definitely out there. But against a Quap Lena, it's risky. So they go with their secondary support, the Dazzle. This is the one that they pick up. Just to keep themselves tied over. At least for the early laning stage. And yeah, I said Denmark against Sweden. I didn't even think about it, but it's Dogs against Bears as well. Oh boy.
10 seconds remaining.
Animal on animal.
5 seconds remaining.
What's a safe? I think TA is a safe ban here for Danish Bears. Even though you do have heroes to deal with it. Frostbite's pretty good. Queen of Pain, Shadow Strike, Iron Shell. They're all good ways to handle it. Oh, okay.
Dire team ban.
They ban out the Wind Ranger. I don't think this is a Huskar game. The fact that there's Dazzle of Grave, there's PL Doppelganger, and Winter's Curse. Wind Ranger is often an indicator that, you're picking up someone who's dealt with physical damage. But of course, Shackle Shot, the power shot, good against the Queen of Pain mid. Wind Ranger kind of holds her own. So it's a sound ban. It's a sound ban.
Reserve time.
The Winter Wyvern pick, Craigasm, yep. And Ember Spirit.
Radiant team.
So take out there. So Danish Bears, what do you have? What do you have for your safe lane hero? It's a difficult choice. Because you want someone who can deal with a Phantom Lancer, right? You've got Sonic Wave, you've got spam spells. You need physical damage here at this point, I think. Unless you go like all in early game. Maybe a Wraith King. Even though Diffusal Blade is good against a Wraith King, you can still build yourself into a BKB and be that tanky frontliner. Be that hero that soaks up a ton of that damage and lockdown out from Lemondogs. Clinks wouldn't be too bad either. Physical damage very strong, but then there's always the fear that, that Winter's Curse, you turn it back around onto one of your teammates. I want to see a strength hero. Like, the trouble is that Phantom Lancer is such a pain in the backside. You don't want to be picking Bristleback, you don't want to be picking the Wraith King, really. There aren't too many options out there. Maybe you can fall back on something like a Slark, onto a Luna even. We haven't seen too much of Luna recently. It was very popular at one point, but really fell off a lot. And with a couple of ranged heroes here, that Luna Blessing could really work wonders. Buff up your Lina, your Crystal Maiden, get their damage flowing as well. Oh, now they go with the Slark. They go with the Slark. So the real purpose of this Slark pick is to go hunting for the Dazzle and Wyvern. Very susceptible heroes to getting jumped on. Force the Grave onto one of the supports, rather onto the PL. And then you've got the Queen of Pain Lina, just to combo up onto one of these cores. But Lemondogs, what is the hero you sent towards the middle line? Is it Shadow Fiend? It's probably the safest pick out there. Shadow Fiend can deal with Queen of Pain pretty nicely. You've got a Winter Wyvern to try and safeguard your initial laning stage as well. Get your farm on. Get a couple of souls from the first minute or so.
Reserve time.
But again, like drafts, you see them progress very... Whoa, hey! Tiny! Are we going to see a mid... PL? No, safe lane PL. Eskil is actually going to go with a tiny mid. Very interesting. Well, I'm assuming this is going to be Blink Rush Tiny, you just go around hunting people. And then you just buy space for the Phantom Lancer. Give Krilly all the time in the world to build up his items and get things going like that. So offlane Earthshaker, Krilly, safe lane Phantom Lancer, Steph Style will be up at top with the PL as well. They've got that heal bomb really to throw out there. We have seen aggro tri-lanes with PL Dazzle +1, but usually you want another aggressive hero, like a Lina, like something like that can actually offer you more damage output. Winter Wyvern. Arctic Burn's good, but long-ass cooldown. You want short cooldowns, spammable spells that can do some damage.
Prepare for battle.
Oh, excellent. Well, we lost XSplit. It's dead to the world, but the stream is still pumping out, so we're okay. Ace on the slot, safe lane, has to Joe on this Queen of Pain and Rise on his Lina. There's going to be a lot of stacking, a lot of pulling, a lot of controlling the jungle for both teams, really. Like, the cores here from the Radiant don't really farm the jungle apart from Darkseer. Queen of Pain and Slark more reliant on lane farm and hero kills. While over on the Dire side, what are we actually going to have? Eris Loco, he can hold the lane back with his Earthshaker, really keep it back towards his tier 1, control bot rune a little bit. Be interested to see what build he goes for. He's got the Souling recipe, right? Yeah, so rushed Souling, and then into your Tranquil Boots. No bottle build for this Earthshaker this game, I don't think. Eskil will be looking to get his runes on as well, and he can clear through stacks. They've got the Tiny, you can actually go and have a toss combo. A couple of stacks down. So Dazzle and Winter Wyvern will be focused pretty heavily on just building things up because Phantom Lancer against Darkseer, with a Dazzle there, you zone out the DS, you heal up the PL, and you don't really get the full contest from a Darkseer like you do normally against the melee carry. PL plus Dazzle and Bloodseeker are really two of the lanes that Darkseer does not like to face up against. Spirit Breaker is another one, just the charge and bashes can be super annoying, and he acts as a zoning support. And yeah. Like I said, Winter Wyvern. heads towards the middle lane, and Hester Joe instantly throws out the Shadow Strike, says, if you're going to throw damage at me, I'm going to try and throw damage back at you. Avalanche does a decent amount, but Neuer, already halfway through his mana pool, Eskil starts things off with the last hit, and Salve has already been popped, so Eskil knows that against the Queen of Pain, she is a lane dominator. With the Shadow Strike, she should get the upper hand, especially in the first sort of 3-4 minutes or so against this Tiny, so he needs that extra regen instantly. Oh, goodness. That should not happen. That should not happen. Steph style, the Dazzle, already falls to the dogs here. Must have been misplaced there, looking for a little too much harass, and, you know, that's definitely a thing. You can go for that one extra hit thinking, okay, I can trade, and then you realize, hang on a second, I'm a Dazzle with Poison Touch level 1, and now he's going to die again. He TP to the slate. He doesn't have heal. He doesn't have Grave. He's tangoing through the trees. Okay, he's fine. He's fine. But he has expended so much life points, so much regen, just dealing with this damn Iron Shell Dogs here, that holy crap, he's going to have a hard time up here.
Wrong!
We say no.
Oh. So Frigolate and Steph Star, yeah, they go back to stacking. They've really got to build things up. They know that they need to get some gold under their belts, because tiny 7-0, the Queen of Pain will definitely start leveraging her advantage right here. Level 2 Shadow Strike means that when the Winter Wyvern isn't available to help Eskil, he has to stand up near his ramp. It is not safe, really, to go too far into this area. Especially with Rise. Invis Rune? Oh man, Dogs did find another kill on Dazzle, but this is more important. Bottle die. Oh no, the bottle gets delivered. Courier dies, and now Eskil's stunned up. With a Shadow Strike, they'll find a kill on him as well. Up at top lane, the Dogs here to trade off his life for that kill on Dazzle. But it's perfectly fine. His team off to a roaring start here. 3-1. And that Invis Rune, the fact they don't scout it out, there's no Observer Wall down there, there's nothing to see. The movement coming in across means that this Queen of Pain, the start she's got, is going to start demolishing this Tiny. Eskil, he needs these stacks. And it's not going to be to get him further ahead of the Queen of Pain, to get himself this gap. It's to bridge the gap, because it's already been created by the co-op. I'm not sure what the line drawn there was, but up at this top lane, Neuer can cut through, pull across, already got Brown Boots on a Crystal Maiden, so great little pickup there. And Soul Ring, yeah, Soul Ring, Brown Boots done for the Dogs here. So they'll control the lane equilibrium, pull it back into this camp, and they'll be able to farm it as well with the Iron Shell. There's nothing really Krilly and Steph Star can do about this, and the fact they've also warded up this camp means that the lane is pretty much free for the Dogs. Oh god, middle lane, Eskil. TP comes in for Frigolate, and they'll be able to hold the bottle, regen him up. Yeah, he's fine. So bottle's filled, and they get that little bit more efficiency as well. As Hester Joe, he's low on HP, but there isn't really the aggressive potential here. Arctic Burn, level 1 Splinter Blast, maybe Avalanche. Oh, okay. Yeah. He knows. What? If someone in chat wants to write me a 300-word essay, maybe a short story on what actually happened there, then go ahead, because I haven't got a freaking clue. I'm sure I went offline on Steam Friends. Yep, I went offline on Steam Friends. Interesting. Very interesting.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Well, Lemondogs, you're up against a Slark who's been free farming. And Ace. It's been a while since I've seen him play. You know, obviously, 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago, Danish Bears, they popped their heads up in the defense. But this guy, playing with all the Danish players, is, I'm pretty sure he's the brother of Link, right? It's Ace and Link, yeah. He plays the Mean Medusa. Yeah, back in the day. playing these carry heroes, also played a ton of offlane, playing Centaur and stuff like that. Was incredibly strong, but switched onto the one role. He's definitely shown he can farm pretty hard as well. Neuer, scattered out by the Obs Ward up on the high ground there. It's Chocolate with his iron shells is just a massive, massive nuisance over to Krilly. He's even gone bottle over on his Phantom Lancer just to try and sustain himself through this lane as well, the Lance. With the Poison Touch as well. Gonna force Chocolate out of lane a little bit here.
Dire's top tower.
And he will make the return back to base. But it's not just about kills. Oh, Eris Loco gets the Fisher, blocks Ace in. The Dark Pact, the double stun there as Enchanted lands as well, Steph style. TPs with the Shadow Wave, but Ace is level 6. He's healing up, hiding in the fog, regenning, and he'll be perfectly fine. But yeah, it's not just about these kills, not just about the lane control, it's the levels as well. Quap has hit 6. She's got Sonic Wave. She's also Invis, making her way up to top, looking for the Dazzle or the Courier or something up here. But Slark level 6, Darkseer is getting close to level 6 as well, halfway towards it. While over the Dire, you just do not have this kind of advantage. You don't have your big ultis coming up, and when you do, what, Winter's Curse? That is the one ultimate that you can really rely on to win you a team fight. Echo Slam, no Blink Dagger, it's not going to be great. You can Fisher, you can Lance. You've got a decent amount of sustain and spammable abilities here with good nuke damage. But the Radiant have big, big ultis to throw around. And they've equally got spammable abilities like Light Strike Array and Frostbite, Crystal Nova. They have multiple ways of winning team fights. If it does get into a skirmish this early on, Danish Bears, they've got a good chance to just take it. But Eskil, when he gets that Blink Dagger, that's the timing they're looking for really here. I think you skip Treads, you skip Arcanes, you go straight into the Blink if you can. And then you go hunting. Go looking for kills. You can find pickoffs on the Quap and the Slark over and over again. Leverage yourself some kind of control over this game. You know, Tiny's the hero to do it. And they've got defensive supports to keep him up and running as well. Avalanche Toss. Eskil though, Sonic Wave, stick charges, keep him alive. There's a blink and a death. No? Scream? There we go. Hester Joe gets the kill in the end. Panicking a little bit there, holy crap. Really should have been a lot easier while up atop. Darkseer. They're finishing off multiple heroes here. Frigolite has actually joined in, but Ace is ready. There's no Echo Slam, there's a Fisher. Who does he throw it on? Left, right, center, which way? Gets it onto the 2. Crystal Maiden and the Darkseer. DS dead to the tower. No, not yet, not yet. Surges away, and Ace just keeps on fighting. Eris Loco with the Enchant Totem cancelled by the Cold Embrace, and Frigolite tried to save his teammate, but it's devastating. 3 for 1, the Darkseer finally drops the Steph style. The TP out from the Crystal Maiden means that he's not going to get a trade-off here at all, and Hester Joe will be able to stand up at the front line, so the Blink available gets himself away to safety. And Tiny, with the Dazzle, they TP'd in to no avail. Krilly has given up on top lane, and he moves down to bot to try and deal with Ryze, but this is nearly a level 6 Lina. She nearly has Laguna Blade. Going to throw the Light Strike Array soon. Krilly keeps on chasing, and with a Doppelganger, is he going to dive this? And Dragon Slave goes out. Krilly will Doppelganger himself back, but what's the chase potential here? Surge, Iron Shell. Oh, not going to force it. Not going to force the issue.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
This is looking like Lemondogs need to really get a grasp on this. Eskil and Steph style nearly finish off Ace up at top. But this Slark, slippery little devil, the toss, the hit, the shadow, no! Okay, Steph style. That Shadow Wave from downtown gets the kill. Grave available as well, so he'll be able to survive up against this Crystal Maiden. And Eskil, the Tiny, the hero that I said that needed to get a couple of kills under his belt now is 1, 2, and 2. Assist to his name and nearly Blink Dagger, pre-10 minutes in. So he's getting back into this game, definitely. Chocolate,
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
yeah, you are deep behind enemy lines. There's no Winter's Curse, but there will be a Fisher from Eris Loco shortly. He's also got the Echo Slam. With another Surge in 2 seconds time, it's not going to be fast enough. Fisher will secure this one.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So with some aggressive cocky plays out from Danish Bears, it's actually looking like Lemondogs have a good way back into this. Frigolite though, yeah, Sonic Wave's not enough. With the cold embrace, he keeps himself healthy. And Hester Joe's ulti's actually wasted there. $400 until blink. 400 until blink. He won't get it quite from this camp. He'll put out like 2100 from these creeps. He'll be close though. He'll get very close. And I wonder, is the Earthshaker rushing blink as well? Yeah, I think that in this situation you kind of skip past Arcane Boots. Yeah, skip past Tranquil Boots even, I mean. Because you've got that Soul Ring. And you go straight into the Blink Dagger. Tiny, okay. There's the blink fully completed, so that camp did give him enough. Just about. And now here come the kills. The question is, can they find the openings onto targets that they need? Darkseer is a pretty big one, or it would have been. He's finished off his mech now. That could give them the sustainability they need against this Tiny. As long as he's not the one that gets caught. Heal up your teammates that are nearby. And Ace the Slark, you know, he's built this bracer knowing that the nuke damage is there from Lemondogs. He needs to tank himself up a tiny bit. Next item though, Shadowblade. There's no Ring of Aquila. He might go drums here, but it's a little bit iffy. He needs that sort of initiation mobility item. Okay, he's going for the drums. I mean, it's not a bad item by any means. The mana pool you get, the attack speed, the move speed, the chasing power. Speaking of chasing power, Blink's ready in 1 second, but they don't want to dive onto tier 1 for this. The Tiny will just jump himself over to the east. Go and take that 12-minute rune. Not a haste, not a DD, not a killing rune. But he does get himself a bounty. And Danish Bears, they're just trying to get themselves back on this map. It looked like they had the game pretty much under control. For a few missteps here and there. The fact that Ryze has been sitting in this very farm-oriented build, he's been standing down a bot lane, he's sure enough, he's level 8, he's midway up the farm table, he's ahead of the Phantom Lancer. This Lina can cause a lot of troubles. And once you get into that Yule Scepter, it's going to be rough being this Tiny. Can't blink away. Still going to get nuked into oblivion by the Scream Sonic Wave, as well as that Yule's Laguna Blade Light Strike Array. The big old nuke combo that the Radiant can actually pump out. Right, here we go. Ace Iron Shell. Drums. Strength Treads. Looking for the jump. They've got full vision. This Observer Ward scouts out every movement. Frigolite is level 6, so the Winter's Curse can actually turn things back around here. That's what Danish Bears have to be very, very fearful of. They see the Wyvern. He's secluded. He's on his own and the pounce hits. Latches him up. Frigolite, there's a stun. Is there a stun? Is there a stun? There's not a stun. They get the tier 1. But the trade-off, it's already been taken here. Steph Star split pushing a bot lane and Tiny is just clearing through creep waves. I'm still interested to see what Ace goes. I think Shadowblade is kind of the way just to get yourself in and out of these fights, to deal with the Winter Wyvern and the Dazzle, find the pickoffs there. Blink Dagger, maybe. Just maybe if you need the slog to jump forward and then you follow through with Sonic Wave and stuff like that. But okay. Rod of Atos Lina. No Yule Scepter. And we've been seeing a little bit of divergence in builds nowadays. Always want to fly with a full roll Lina he plays. He goes Null Talisman level 1, Brown Boots Drums, and then Yules. So it's a little bit of a change up. But Ryze with another Invis rune. They're going to try and find Steph Style and Eskil at the same time. Grave, but Laguna Blade onto the Tiny. Shocker will chase. Avalanche not going to hit. And Ace should be able to get forward here with the damage output. Yep, the wall is there. They also find the Dazzle, but Ryze mech'd up at the last second. They've found 3 in a row. And that is just devastating. Lemondogs crumbling. Under attack. Splitting at the seams as Krilly just desperately trying to farm. He's got a bracer in his inventory, in his stash even, but no boots of travel. Nowhere near a Yasha, Diffuser Blade, anything to give him more. Wait, what? Oh, Iron Shell. Okay. I was like, Dogs is up atop. How the hell did they get a kill on the Earthshaker mid? They pounced forward. They jumped him. Take a look at this fake out. That's the joke. Point booster first as casual item. Indicating, hey guys, I'm going for an Aghanim Scepter, right? But no, he goes back for the Orchid. Oblivion Staff plus recipe is done. And this means he's going to be able to really punish the Wyvern and the Dazzle. Just jump forward, solo kill them, and make sure they've got no sustain. No teamfight control either. The Earthshaker really is going to be the only one that offers them that with the Fissure and the Echo Slam. And seeing as he's 700 gold away from Blink, he's going to get that by 20 minutes, so it will be at a reasonable time. But Tiny needs his teamfight items. He's got the Blink for the pickoff, for the farming efficiency, jumping between camps. He wants the Ags. He might even go for drums as a stopgap item. I'm not entirely sure. You do want to beef yourself up a little bit as a Tiny as well. Knowing that you are the mid-game hope. Knowing that Phantom Lancer has nothing, you know? He's pretty low down on the net worth table here, and you need the Tiny to be that bulwark. The guy that says, okay guys, here we go. The morale booster. The raid boss up at the front lines. While the dainty little Phantom Lancer, you know, can do his dancing, do his ballet up at top lane. Skip and jump. Hop around like Enchantress. And actually get his farm on. Because right now he's being pressured so heavily by this crop, who shows her Oblivion Staff. Okay. I would have thought that she keeps it secret, like a Blink or a Shadow Blade, and once it's there done, she brings it out to herself, and it's that one sudden, oh god, she's got an Orchid. Where the hell did that come from? But attack speed, mana regen, mana pool, always good to have on the Queen of Pain. She has been noticed with her movement across. The observer ward down here saw her move in. This observer ward here will see her if she does actually come into this camp to farm it up. Krilly is within range. Blink is on cooldown for 7 seconds as well, so they could actually close this gap here. They're smoked up. If they manage to get to this area here, blink up, avalanche toss, Queen of Pain's dead. Like, without a shadow of a doubt. This movement in from the rest of her team, they're trying to close the net around this dire jungle. They're trying to basically chokehold this area by coming in from 2 angles. But if they get the kill on the Queen of Pain, I don't know. Vacuum wall could be enough. Okay, it has to show. He makes the right move. He doesn't go further in. He doesn't go deep into the jungle. And the rest of his team should be able to come in. There's no gaps in this net. The Queen of Pain, scouted. But this is perfect. Absolutely perfect. As long as she doesn't go too far forward, just standing on top of this Dire Observer ward. They'll blink now. No, she blinks forward! Oh, what the hell? That timing, holy shit. Okay, well, Darkseer comes in. Vacuum wall ready. He's got the mech as well. They just grab them all. This is devastating for Lemondogs. 2 dead already. They lost their 2 big heroes as well. Winter Wyvern trying to creeps and the Urn Charge as well. Eris, Loco, and Krilly. Krilly, 4 for 0. Hester Joe made every single move to the book. That was perfect. The last move he made was super freaking lucky though. Blinking forward like that to dodge the tiny blink Avatar's combo. Yeah, you don't see that every day. But Danish Bears, 16-7. Net worth lead, 10,000 and climbing. They really do have a firm grasp on this. Chokehold now over in the Dire Jungle, and Eris Loco 350 away from his blink dagger. Poor little Phantom Lancer cannot get off his feet. And the Lina.
Tower is under attack.
Thrift shop build, I guess. I thought maybe it's drums, and then I thought Rod of Atos, I thought Yule Scepter. It's everything and nothing. I'm guessing Glimmer Cape. Honestly, it could be a Shadow Blade. Double honestly, he could just buy a rapier or something. But Vitality Booster plus Arcane Boots. Maybe I should have seen Bloodstone instead of the Rod of Atos. That's more of a natural build-up for your Lina. So these two are probably going to combine to make Bloodstone. Shadowblade will come first, just to give you the initiation tool, and you get the Invis Stun out onto Dazzle, Tiny, PL, so they can't doppelganger, they can't run themselves away. Oh, Rise. Careful, buddy. Hide yourself away. Quap of Pain. 2,000 gold away from your Ags now. I really want to see what Rise buys. Come on, spend your gold. Okay, that's actually a massive pickup, but he might just die here. Ooh, triple TP. Triple TP. Fisher, not thrown out just yet. Ace is still caught though. Avalanche and the toss. Ace! Can I get away from this one? Winter's Curse will hold him in place, even though he pounced. Oh, he pounced into the trees. Shadowblade's up in 1 second's time. He's fine. He's getting away. Another turn is actually here with Hester Rotten coming in. Oh. If the Quop's blink in the previous fight was lucky, this was super unfortunate. Winter's Curse, mid, pounce, animation, and they just couldn't find the damage to finish off the little old Slark. Slippery little devil he is. Oh, nothing lost, nothing gained. Except for a couple of ultimates. Defending their mid and bot tier 2. Bot tier 2 is going to be a little more important here. The fact that Danish Bears probably want to get Aegis up on their Slark at some point. Definitely in the next 10 minutes, if not earlier. Just to give them that... Oh god, Rise got spotted there. Good micro of the illusion. Don't know if it's micro if he was just actually moving it forward. Oh, hey! Slark's dead. Lena, though, going to finish off the Phantom Lancer. Big kill, though, on the Slark. That is, third place net worth on a pretty advanced team here in terms of net worth lead. Askill Blink, yeah, gets himself away just about. And Eris Loco was there with the Fisher available, but Tiny still caught. There's the defensive Fisher out from the Earthshaker. Rise is not giving up on this one until he misses the stun. They don't have vision uphill to chase down that Tiny, so back themselves up. Yeah. In situations like that where you need Aegis over on your Slark, take down this tier 2, take Roshan, and just incrementally, bit by bit, improve on your lead. Like, you had this big burst of acceleration where you get yourself up to 14,000. If you start dropping, Lemondogs, they do have heroes that can come back pretty nicely. They've got Tiny and Phantom Lancer, two very beefy heroes in the mid game, and then progress nicely into the late game. Soul Booster. Soul Booster. I feel like an idiot now, honestly. I see a Vitality Booster and I'm like, Rodovatos!
Unstoppable.
Oh, damn. I didn't think anything was happening because of the pause. I didn't even look. Rise, you've been scouted here. Shadowblade halfway through. There we... Oh, Jesus. Well, place your bets. Does Lena live? Does Lena die? Avalanche? I don't even see the Avalanche animation. But Avalanche toss? How much damage does it actually do? Like 700? I'm pretty sure it's like 720 because you get the extra hit of the Avalanche if you toss as well. I can't remember the exact numbers though, but you definitely get extra damage. But then minus 25%. That's half of Lena's health? I honestly don't know if she dies. There's no backup from the rest of her team though. The Slark, Quop, and Crystal Maiden all pretty far away. The line's being drawn to try and cut off the escape here from Tiny Dazzle. Rise, though, after this Avalanche toss, he's got Light Striker Ray, Dragon Slave, movement speed from level 2 Fiery Soul. If he just runs himself... Like, do you run this way to try and meet up with your team, or this way? Because it's safer to go behind the tier 2 than it is to go in front of it, because, obviously, they'll scout you out in this area, they'll see you coming. They'll actually know you're coming. Quinnipian has Aghanim's done once she actually reconnects back into this game. Do we have any big items on the Dire, actually? We saw the Earthshaker blink, we saw the Tiny blink a long time ago. There's nothing on the Winter Wyvern, nothing on the Dazzle. The Phantom Lancer is He's given up on the Boots of Travel dream. He knows that he can't really skip around looking to dodge fights. He might actually just have to join them. Level 12. You know, he's the highest level on his team. He's got all that solo experience. But is this going to be a Diffusal Blade or a Yasha? Yasha, it's seen as a farming item. Sure, it gives you the movement speed. Good at getting into the jungle and clearing out lane creeps as well and pushing forward aggressively. But it can be a farming item as well. You could go for an S and Y on the Phantom Lantern. We've seen this a ton. But Diffusal Blade is always going to be that useful item. Purge off, Darkseer Surge, slow down the laner as she's trying to run away, and Crystal Maiden, you know, gets ripped apart by that Diffusal Blade's mana burn out as well. I really hope they come back. Really hope they come back. Alina, Alina, Alina. Tiny's trying to bite her head off. Oh dear. Poor Lena. What's Rise wearing? Nah, nothing interesting. Nothing interesting. Boys and girls, I think it's effigy time. Wrapped in Ember Fire. That's Skill's little Ember Spirit. The trouble is when you zoom on it, yeah. Yeah. Reborn. Even screwing up effigy time. We can't have nap time, we can't have snack time, we can't have effigy time, we can't have anything because of Reborn. You shall not pass. Really. The old standard. The staff smacking into the ground. Nature's prophet. Is that it? Is that it? They have 2 effigies? That's pretty subpar, honestly. Wait a second. Because there's only 2 effigies on the Radiant as well. Easy win. Shadow Fiend. Yeah, no, not looking at that one. And headshot axe. Yeah, the headshot dunk. Slam people into the what the What? What kind of weapon is this? What kind of demented creature creates a weapon like this? Warping the fabric of time and space. What the hell is that? Mm-mm-mm. 50% toss bonus. No, but you also get the bonus between Avalanche as well, because Avalanche hits multiple times. You get like a 20% increase or something as well on top of that, but I can't remember. It's like there's a difference between damage if you toss Avalanche than there is to if you Avalanche toss. Like they're not the same. But yeah, let's go back to this axe weapon. Salvador Dali. Have you been creating axe cosmetics? Looks like it. Little clocks dripping over mountains, and now he's got this little axe. Dripping. Dripping. Hopefully they can get back soon. After 15 minutes we will have to resume regardless of the circumstances. 5 minutes have passed. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. 15,000 net worth for Danish Bears, and this really would be an awful, awful game to lose out on, because, honestly, sure enough, there's Echo Slam with the Blink, there's Winter Wyvern Curse and things like that, and breaking high ground is not easy for Danish Bears. Slog, not a great hero going high ground. None of these heroes really are. But they can just out-farm. If they play safely and passively, they can out-farm, they can take team fights when they want to, and they can just, methodically take the game. Looks like it might just be DDoS. No, Tiny is not kissing Lena. No. I disagree with you, chat. This is not love. These are not 2 lovers. Okay, maybe they are. Maybe they are making out in the trees. Then what the hell is Dazzle doing? What? Oh god. I wish I'd never asked and never looked. He's such a creep. Tiny Lena, what are you doing? Standing behind them. Oh, pervert Dazzle. The Shadow Priest. Yeah, hiding in the shadows. What a guy. What a guy. Oh, there we go. He glitched back into... No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Okay, so if you go into interactive mode, it glitches it out and drops their weapons, puts them into these really weird standing positions. No. Looking pretty rough. Oh, hey there. Well, hello. How you doing? Chris Maiden's even helping out as well. They've already killed the Ancient. The Ancient's dead. They're standing here watching its dead body dissolve into the ground. Sadistic Queen of Pain. It's really sad to see situations like this, though. But who micros them? Because Lena isn't really a hero that... Yeah, you can... She's not a hero you can throw into a fight and say, okay, I'm just going to sit back and relax. I'm a Dazzle. I can, micro the grave, micro the heal, micro whatever, and it doesn't really matter if I die as long as I get my spells off. In this situation, Lena is as integral as the Queen of Pain and the Slog. Needs to position well, needs to cast stuns on target multiple times. There's no setup here, there's no Yule Scepter, so it's not as easy. Positioning is like 100% vital for Rise on this Lena. The Darks here, same kind of story. All three of these heroes, I don't feel like they can micro the Queen of Pain. Maybe you could, maybe you can micro the Crystal Maiden, just, throw her forward and say, Frostbite, Crystal Nova, I'm dead. But the Queen of Pain, again, you need to be really on point with your movement. I think we're going to have to resume soon. It's been a long time. I'm going to have to go and check in chat what's actually happening. Let's see. So, hello friends. What's happening? Five more minutes until you have to resume the game. Okay. Okie dokie. Do you want to see the studio? I'm going to show you the studio. If I can figure out these buttons. Because that button does this. And then I look at this camera. And then we also have... that one, the lighting's a little bit broken. So we'll just switch back to this one. And then we're looking good. Back to game? Yes! I know how to use the machines! I can press the buttons and they do things. Excellent. I could also switch over to the Cocaster PC, but that has my Twitter up on it. So I don't really want to. I'm going to show you what's going on over there. Okay. So it looks like the fact is that Reborn doesn't yet have load or sort of remake capabilities kind of thing, where we used to be able to leave the lobby, load it back up, put stand-ins when players got EDOS, and just replace players like for like, and not need the original players in the game. Reborn cannot do any of that. It can't even load a game. So you can't just go and say, right, load from 22 minutes. Not available. So every game has to be played through till the very end. I mean, the game doesn't even work where if all of the enemy players leave, it doesn't end the game automatically either. We had that the other night where Monkey Business were beating a team and Power Rangers, they all left the game. And Monkey Business had to go and finish the throne 5v0. And of course, this had to happen on the series that goes out onto Danish TV. I don't know if we can postpone because of DDoS. Game 2 anyway. Like game 1 is gonna be continued regardless. I don't know if we postpone game 2. Don't know if it's possible, but I'll try and find out. Game should be starting like any second now. And Danish Bears, I think the plan is probably just going to be passive. Try and farm up as much as you possibly can. And then go and fight. Because, you know, they know they're ahead. There's no reason to go bull rushing into the enemy when they've got good defensive capabilities. Zoom into Lena and Tiny. I've done it like 20 times. I'm not doing it anymore. Right. We're ready. Good luck, Sweden. Just go. Let's go. Let's go, boys and girls. We have no other options. Once more into the breach, my friends. Once more. Let's see how they handle it. So, Lena, the makeout session with Tiny is going to come to an abrupt end. She's going to get smashed. Literally. Does Rise die? Down to half HP. Oh, down to 300. Oh, okay. Holy crap, that's a lot of damage. The punches out from Tiny. Didn't really factor that in with the Shadow Wave as well. Tons and tons of damage output there. But yeah, Avalanche Toss. That half HP just gone. Straight down the drain. But yeah, it's unfortunate, like, situations like this can only be avoided if the players have DDoS protection. It's all down to them. Right, so Crystal Maiden is AFKing in base. She is now just a full aura machine. Ace, 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 ace. Oh, the flight over the cliff. Wriggle, he just about escapes there.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top
Oh,
tower
okay.
is under attack.
Oh, Ace knows there's an observer ward over there, and this is one of the best things about Slark. You know, forget his aggressive potential, his slipperiness. He can actively go and look to try and de-ward. They know exactly where observer wards are. Then they can try and find sentries and things like that, because double Shadow Blades, Slark and Lena both do Shadow Blades, means that Winter Wyvern, yep, Just, Dazzle, yep, sentries, they are going to be carrying Reveal to try and counteract this. And I thought they'd play passively, but they're actually on the advance here. Ace the Slark, looking to go forward. He sees Eris Loco, but now blink out. Earthshake is safe.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Lemondogs, they know. They can trade off. They get the tier 1 up at top. And there's no high ground push. You can't high ground push like this. Danish Bears just do not have the advantage yet. You know, 15,000, that's a number. That is just a number. 12,000 experience lead. Another number. The meaning of the numbers. Okay, here we go. Slug, Grave, self-cast, Steph style. There's no stun to stop him. But Krilly, he's got a doppelganger away. And he's going to TP out as well. There's no stuns. There's no finisher. The rest of the team is still hiding up on this high ground here, and I don't think they've been scouted out. Winter Wyvern will try with that sentry ward. Chocolate. with the blink. Not gonna go for it. But yeah, the number doesn't necessarily translate into ability to end the game. And I think this is one of the big sort of hiccups that people see when they're watching games. It's like, oh, they're 20,000 net worth ahead. They can just go and automatically win, right? No, it's not like that. Avalanche toss, Queen of Pain, Crystal Maiden both dead. Glimmer Cape and Heal will come out onto Neuer, though. The Rise is trapped inside that Winter's Curse. Back into the wall, freezing field. Neuer, he's still alive. He gets a double kill. He's not even in that freaking game. Tiny finished off the Lina, though. And Chocolate hunting down Ares Loco, this Earthshaker. He's being chased to the ends of the earth. Ace will pick up this one. Tiny on the back end, though, clearing up house. As Krille and Eskil both find the Crystal Maiden. Back to my point. Net worth advantage doesn't necessarily translate to ability to end the game. You have to look at hero composition, item progression, actual items that are picked up. Like Queen of Pain has Orchid. You don't have the Aghanim Scepter up on her, so she can't spam out for every 40 seconds the Sonic Wave. You don't have that creep clearing ability, you don't have the big team fight ability. They've got good ways to shove the lanes forward, so they can naturally push, but they don't have a hero that can go and stand here. And that's the big issue. They don't have Solar Crest. Another big issue to put onto that hero that can go and stand up there. There are all of these items which are really key and vital nowadays to actually breaking high ground. Mech and Pipe used to be the items back in the good old days. Now it's Glimmer Cape and Solar Crest, Force Staff, Blink Daggers, Counter Initiation tools. The Lina, good, burst damage, pick off. But a high ground breaking potential, not really there. So Danish Bears, they need to win team fights. They need to actually go and find 3 kills at the very least, and then go and take high ground. Whereas Lemondogs, they can hold. They can hold forever, it feels like. As long as they don't get picked off outside of their base, they have the tools at their disposal, regardless of having items or not. They've got innate ability to hold high ground. Winter's Curse and Echo Slam are like the 2 best spells in the game pretty much at holding high ground. And then you've got a Tiny who can be graved up, a Phantom Lancer who can split push and gain objectives elsewhere on the map while you're defending. It was always going to be relatively tough for Danish Bears. Unless stuff like this happens. Steph Style caught. Cheap piece cancelled. There's no jump here from Eskil or Ares Loco.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, negative weave wears off. Roshan is up, but Radiant, I don't think they've really got the cohesion or the ability to go and take this. Dogs are great in the Roche pit, but again, if you've got a good base defensive team, you've got a good choke point aggression team. You've got a good Roche defense team. Ace does actually walk in here. The Dire, they are not prepping themselves just yet to contest this. Eskil's going to clear out this wave. They've got a smoke on Dazzle. And I think they're just going to group up and smoke towards the Roche pit. Oh no, are they going to smoke and try and wrap around Ancients then into the jungle? No. Good. They should head to the Roche. Pings are coming out. And I think they know. Aggressive weave, Eskil, toss, Fisher, and Echo. Ares Loco's caught them all with a Sonic Wave out. Hester does a good amount of damage, but they're all dead. Darkseer buys back. Ace is trying to pound through them, but he's losing his life at such a drastic rate. Healed up, but finished off in the end. Darkseer and Crystal Maiden. Darkseer even bought back there to try and run himself into the fight. To get the wall down, at least. They're just not available. Crystal Maiden, Avalanche, Toss available as well. And Eskil will find himself yet another kill. As Krille comes in and clears up.
Zap.
Now, Lemondogs, they've got their Tiny on top of net worth right now. Hey! Queen of Pain's back. And Crystal Maiden's coming as well. Well, she's dead for 20 seconds. I don't think she's buying back. But they've given up a lot. They've given up a hell of a lot. And this is why I was thinking that really they should sit back and passively farm. Not just because of the chance that their players can come back, because that chance is there, but just the way that their lineup is actually set out. Regardless of missing 2 players, they kind of needed to farm themselves up anyway. But maybe, players get caught up in a defeatist attitude to think, okay, we've lost 2 players, things are looking bad, we need to go and try and consolidate our lead somehow by getting kills, by getting Roshan, by just having that brute force advantage over Lemondogs. But in the end, not really the best choice they made. 2,000 gold up on the Dazzle now, and Winter Wyvern, Glimmer Cape, closing in on his Blink Dagger. And the Phantom Lancer, who had nothing at one point, now he's got about 10,000 net worth. Well, they found his Phantom Lancer, looks like they have. Linked forward, the stun's out, and Ace should be able to clear this one up. Laguna Blade will seal that one, and Frigga Elite Curse. Noya, the Crystal Maiden, Fisher catches on, but Ace has his BKB up the wall, walked through by Eris Loco, and the chase is on. Eskel comes in, clears up one, he's on an unstoppable streak, has to Joe now, smacked in the face. There's no more kissing, the Tiny's done with trivial activities such as making out. He just slams down the Queen of Pain, Lena dead as well, and Chocolate purged, tossed, very nearly dead. Ace doesn't want to give up on this though. And they've lost their players again. Resumed up by Ace the Slark. And he's trying to regen. No buybacks out from the Dire side though. And that trade-off 4 for 1, you lose your offlane Earthshaker. Frigga Elite maybe as well. Glimmer Cape, heal. Ace doesn't have the finisher. And now, he still has his ultimate. He's going to go for this kill. He's going to try and finish it off. The Grave, Frigga Elite is kept alive, but Ace, Shadow Dance, gets the kill, and now has Shadow Blade. Pounce over the cliff far away. He can't do any more damage. Oh, Eskil. He blinked. He didn't find the stun. He's not going to get the toss either. Ace is thinking about turning on this one. He knows the combo's down. Eskil jumped on. Ace is actually going to get this. Tiny trapped in place, a vacuum back as well. Step style the TP, but there's nothing left to stun him up. No. They threw everything onto the Tiny, and he just said, I'm going to TP away from this, actually. See you later, buddies. And buys himself a Mask of Madness.
What, sir?
Mask of Madness is an item that we haven't seen a lot on Tiny. No-Tail has been playing a decent amount of Tiny, and his build has kind of been treads. Where does he go? Sometimes treads drums if he's behind, but treads Ags with a Ring of Bassi in between to give you the armor and mana regen and a little bit of damage. It doesn't really matter on Tiny. But then Butterfly, Satanic or Heart, and then into like Moonshard, things like that. It's been a really nice sort of rejuvenation of the item build from Tiny. This one though hints back to the old school. Mask of Madness BKB. There's no Yasha, no Matistal, no AC. He just wants to output damage as quickly as he can. He doesn't really care about tanking up because he has Weave, he has Grave. Ace, the vacuum wall back on Tiny and Earthshaker here. They don't lock them down for long enough though. And Winter Wyvern comes in, has the curse available, locks him down on Ace, and the damage output is just too immense. Eskil with the Shadow Wave back. Clear up that little old fish. Sonic Wave, not really going to do too much here against the Horde, the army, the Demolition Squad. Blink away from Hester Joe with a Glimmer Cape out from Chocolate, but have they just lost their heroes anyway? Quap slammed, yep, there we go, and Mana Drain out. This break. Chocolate dead.
Radiant's middle
And there's no lead anymore. Danish Bears.
Radiant's middle tower.
Out of the luck and out of time. Phantom Lancer has come online. GG's called and that's it. Yep, I thought so. Game number 1 is over. Pretty sad circumstances, honestly. 2 heroes DC out. Good game is called. And game number 1 will go the way of Lemondogs. We'll find out though if we have game number 2 whether it'll be postponed. I'll get you the information as soon as I possibly can. I've been Darker. Hopefully we had a good time in the breaks looking at effigies and, you know, Lena, Tiny, Dazzle doing a little Michael Jackson dance in the back. Singing Thriller to himself, but, well, I'll be back in a couple of minutes. We'll see what happens. Game number 2 hopefully comes up, but could also be postponed.